What's going on, podheads, and welcome to the freshest episode of Two Homies Chatting. Now, if you follow the podcast, you know we're about this wonderful holiday today. So you know, if you're listening, we're celebrating ourselves some Earth Day because we are a Go Green podcast that love the trees. So we hope that you're out there enjoying Mother Nature, taking a nice forest bath on this wonderful holiday special, and streaming this fresh new episode while you enjoy it. So please don't get confused at which holiday we're celebrating, but sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Recorded live via Zencaster. Two Homies Chatting. Podcast THC. Two Homies Chatting. Two Homies Chatting. The podcast THC. Podcast THC. Two Homies Chatting. Two Homies Chatting. Two Homies Chatting.
Yeah, but that
Got it.
20 minutes. That 20 minutes was content for me and you. That
That's
20
off
minutes
the
was
off the record.
That's
content.
off record. Yeah, the best interviews are off record. So that you can't give the people everything. You know what I mean?
It's pre-production. We've often stated it's just pre-prod, pre-production. You just warming up, going over material topics. It's podcast spike lines.
Yeah. Some what do they call that shit back in the day? Stevenson, right?
Stevenson. That's one of my favorite
Isn't that the
ones. Yeah, that's the
old
one.
volleyball drill? The
named
Stevenson
after
drill.
Coach Stevenson. He has a first
There's
name,
this
but
guy
I went
I went to a camp in Wyoming with this dude. Shout out. I doubt he's listening, but shout out to this dude, Cam Clifford. Played at BYU.
Oh, I know
Middle.
Cliff. I know Cam Clifford. I did a camp
And
with
the-
him.
Yeah,
I
so
know
the
homie.
whole
He's a
week.
dentist now and got a little girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cam.
Yeah.
Shout out to Facebook for letting me know this thing.
The whole week I just kept calling other drills by his first name. So Stevenson got turned into Cam Attacks. It's like, oh, we're just running Cam Attack drills.
Oh, I
Just-
know him. I bet he loved that.
Yeah, he's like,
I bet he
hit
fed
the
off
ball
of that.
hard, dude.
He was a positive guy. He had a nice positive energy. That's what I remember about.
I like-
Dr. Clifford.
I like positive people, and I like Dr. Clifford too. He's a good dude. Shout out, and I like everybody listening to this podcast. So welcome
That's
to
right.
this holiday special. If you
Is
get
it-
the gist,
what is
the gist of our show half the time.
Is it President's Day?
It's
what holiday is it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Isn't it Earth? It's Earth Day, right? Isn't today like actual Earth Day? Isn't that
No,
like?
I think it's tomorrow. Technically,
Oh,
the 21st.
So
I
the
think
day
Arbor
that we
Day-
release.
Arbor Day is typically Thursday, the third Thursday. I'm bullshitting. I have no fucking clue.
It's Friday. It's
Friday.
Friday. So maybe we'll just release this on Arbor Day, and then
This is our
listeners
Arbor Day
can be like-
special. That's the holiday.
and it
We-
kind of
we're-
blends together.
we're
They're
all
both
about-
plants.
We're all about trees and earth and earth
Trees on trees on
tones
trees.
and earth things and things of the earth. And so, welcome everybody to the Two Homies Chatting Arbor Day special, bro. Have you planted any trees today? Have you planted any trees today?
I will say, I one time, me and Devry, one Earth Day, many moons ago, a few years back when we were living in Utah, we went up into Draper and planted a plant into the ground, like bought a plant in the store, put it in the ground. Went back like a week later, straight dead. But that was my contribution for Earth Day.
5 years ago, you put a plant in the ground in the mountains.
Yeah, and it died in a
That's
week.
good.
But
That's good. You've done something. 87% of I don't know. I'm not even gonna finish that. I don't know. I don't have a stack. Do you have a beer? Let's get a beer going.
Yeah, I have that thing that sparks up occasionally that we talk about on this podcast.
No, we love it. Let's break it down.
It.
Let's break it down for the
But-
listeners who maybe skip some episodes. But I think for the last 4 or 5 episodes. We've been drinking and sampling local microbrew beers, and we've been averaging about 4 an episode. And it's quite a feat for us old men these days. I got to be completely honest. There's 2 feats really. One, it's a little bit of alcohol, and
It's a smidge.
two, it takes an hour and a half to do this. And I gotta pee always at the end of the show.
Yeah.
So there's 2 battles that we fight there. So
I think the battle we have to fight today is not make our episode an hour and a half as hard as possible, and just try to crush these beers while we are celebrating this wonderful holiday that you guys are having today.
I love it. I'm all about it. I'm on board. Let's crack number 1.
Yeah, I got this beer. Now the brewing company's been on here. Shout out Pono Brewing. These guys,
Pono.
great. Pono Brewing, righteous, right?
Righteous.
But this is a common thing that we know on a holiday like today. There's a movie named after it. But I'm fucking with this Kolsch style ale with pineapple. Pono Brewing, Pineapple Express here. Apparently it's El Nino,
I love a Kolsch.
the wind.
I love a good Kolsch style. The Pineapple Express, for everybody out there, is an actual storm pattern that happens routinely around the same time every year, and it's called that because it comes from somewhere.
El Nino.
Pineapples, El Nino, and all that stuff happens. That I obviously am not a meteorologist here, although
It's like cultivates the land in a certain way.
and then there's also the movie.
deets.
There's the movie with the obvious
Shout out
reference
Seth
to
Rogen.
the cannabis strain. So a lot of things syncing up right there for you with your beer choice. I love it. And I love a Kolsch style.
I'm hoping that it's the dopest dope I've ever drank. Here.
Ooh, it's golden. It's golden. Oh, you've got the Lederhosen mustache. That's great.
Ah!
That looked good. That looked great. That looked good.
Woo! Pineapple Express.
Well,
Ah! So
I'm
good. Nice
I'm
and
proud of
fruity.
you. I'm proud of you. That's good.
Thanks,
Pineapple. How is the pineapple in the Kolsch? Is there a hint of pineapple? Do you taste it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
Interesting.
But
Pono
it's like
Brewing.
like Dole Whip pineapple.
Oh.
Not like up in your face, like smack you like a kapow pineapple,
Yeah.
but like a low key, like as the finish hits and it slips down your palate.
like
Hey, we're here. Citrus. My mouth is still wet.
an Albanese pineapple gummy bear.
Oh shit! I forgot my Haribo. I got
let's get
bags of. Shout out to World Market. Shout out to World Market having massive Haribo candy. Appreciate you. What you rocking though, Ken?
Roosters Brewing Co. out of Ogden, Utah, has one for me today. It was one of those moments when I walked into the beer fridge, and you know how like sometimes you like walk in somewhere and like what you were looking for is there, glowing on the shelf right in front of you. Rooster Brew Co.'s High Desert Hazy IPA.
Oh, you getting hazy in the desert, man?
You got the reference. Arbor Day
You
special.
get
A little
hazy Arbor Day. Oh, that shit is funny. That's some funny shit, Ken. Dude, you know what? I don't know if everybody ever told you this, but you're a funny guy, and you should start a podcast.
Nah, dude, nobody would listen. But I'll give it thought. I'm gonna need a mop. I'm gonna need a mop over here.
Got a little juicy, bro. Got a little hazy. Would you say you got a little high desert action right there?
Definitely overfilled the cup on my high desert here. But I got to tell you, and this is no like I ain't trying to sell this. Brewster's Co. They're not paying me. This is a good beer. This is a really good taste to it. This is like got that IPA, that hazy IPA sharpness to it, but not. But there's like a fine line where like it could get bitter, and you're like, too much. This is on the other side of that line, and it's delicious. The High Desert Hazy IPA.
Yeah, I do like the high desert. You know, areas like Utah is always great, where Ken's located. If you're in the Oregon, state of Oregon, Bend, where the homies, the Nails, just moved out to Bend, but they, yeah, they live in the high desert out there. Ken, man, I'm digging those pants, bro. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm not trying to say anything, but them pants look comfy and they look nice, and I got the same color.
Thanks, man. That's
Kohl's is probably the same size.
Unofficial sponsor, Kohl's is the jam. Shout out to Mama Ange. And
episode sponsored by Kohl's.
And the flex gear that they've got there is great because I'm a jogger guy. I love it. Like, you know how Mr. Rogers used to like come home and like switch from his work shoes to his like Vans or whatever they were back then.
Yeah.
Be my neighbor. Every single day when I come home, I like hug my kid, pat both the dogs, kiss my wife, go downstairs and change into some fucking joggers. I love it. But it's hot now. It's starting to get hot. And so I've been looking for an alternative, and these swishy pants joggers from Flex brand are the jam. They're great. I bought them in all the shades. It was I'm ridiculous like that. I bought one, wore them. I was like, oh yeah. Went back a couple days later and bought the rest of the shades. So,
did you get the light cream color one? Because I didn't fuck with that. I was like, nah.
The khaki.
Oh yeah,
the khaki. The Jake from State
Farm.
The
khaki.
I got him, and you know my honest thought was like,
is it khaki or khakis?
I'm gonna fucking wear these golfing. I'm gonna wear these golfing.
I thought the same thing. So it's like, oh my god.
And you know, and then I saw Justin
Golfing
Thomas
Friday
at the RBC
in the pants.
I saw Justin Thomas at the RBC rocking the joggers, the jogger pants.
Having a day.
Plants. They got him
having a day.
Fucking around and almost winning and shit. Shout out to your boy Spieth for getting a W, by the way.
Jordan's he's pressing. I'm feeling it. I mean, this has been like two plus years in the making here.
I got to
comeback is here.
Like, I got to golf fans here, PGA Tour golf fans here. I'm always surprised when Jordan Spieth wins. I don't know, man. He's got that new waggle in his swing. It's weird, man.
I think though it's good though. Like, you gotta.
He played really well. Shout out to Spieth, you doing it. We should try to get some golfers on the pod. We're gonna put that on the agenda.
I'm like drinking out of this glass. I didn't even realize this. You know, just like, sorry not to pivot too much, but like this is a 420 Fest Sweetwater glass, by the way.
Oh wow,
but
that's interesting.
The dates on it are April 21st through April 23rd of 2017. So that's kind of neat.
Late.
So shout out to the Trey Antasio band. And thanks for
it's always kind of funny. It's always kind of funny to me, at least, when businesses do and sponsor festivals and specials and items that they highlight around this time of year because of the stigma around the holiday and what it is alluding to.
Yeah, I mean, recycling, picking up garbage, leave it as you left it.
I was surprised at one of my favorite establishments who did a promo for a few days only this week. Wingstop.
Ooh. Wingstop
has a new rub. Glazed and dazed.
Glazed and dazed rub. Did you order wings, Kenny?
I did, and they just arrived. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kenny's pumped, everybody. You can hear him. He's coming. Look at that big-ass bag of wings he's got.
Oh.
Wings. What does that say? Wings get some flavor?
Flavor gets wing.
Oh, okay. Here we go. What you get?
Yo.
Did you get bone in, boneless? What you
Both.
rocking right now?
Both.
Both? Oh,
But
my man, right?
I'm not
there.
gonna
That's what
sit
I'm
here.
saying.
I'm not gonna sit here and eat wings while we do the podcast. But I am gonna try one of the special flavors live, if that's okay.
Okay, I would love to hear it. And while you're doing this and getting set up, I'm cracking into beer number 2, Ken. I can't
Please
wait.
do. It's that time.
I'm excited. Shout out to Fort George Brewing Company based in Astoria, which is just, a little bit of a drive away.
Astoria.
Distributed only in the Pacific Northwest. That's how great this is. I'm fucking with a little Power Cycle, the Nectaron, Kenny, because who doesn't love that sweet baby nectar on this great day? But
Give me that.
this
nectar.
hazy
Heck,
pale ale. So shout out to the Power Cycle. Boom! Check out this
Power
artwork,
Cycle.
dude.
I love
Nothing
that
like
name.
a tricycle with an extension cord.
The big wheel, the electric big wheel, a thing of the 70s.
Whoever created this artwork must have been on that sweet nectar all hazed out. But shout out!
Oh, that looks delicious. All right, I got him.
Okay, give us
Is
the full
it,
deets, Kenny.
Is it the right? Let me just see something really quick. Is it? It's.
What you got? You got your ranch there. Do you got your ranch? You got like a water on the side in case it's like a little spicy. Glazed and Days sounds sweet with a little dank kick to it. What do they got on that? Ooh, speaking of dank,
blazed
Woo-hoo!
and blazed and glazed. By the way, is the correct. That's what I was looking up. It didn't sound right.
Blazed and glazed.
Blazed and glazed.
Oh, blazer, taser, all
Let me get
types
one
of
here
these.
for you. I got the bone in here on this flavor because if you want.
Oh, you're going messy first, huh?
Oh,
nice.
yeah. I mean, what are you?
My man's licking fingers on this episode.
Are you gonna put this on the? Put this on the YouTube? If you want, just tag Wings.
Oh, hell yeah!
This is an experience. Blazed and glazed. This looks good.
Yeah. Is that a little crunch right there on that?
Oh,
a little
it's so
crunch
good.
when you bit into that? Is
Dude, I'm
it?
gonna tell you, a lot of people got their wing places, and there's a few places in Utah that do really good wing. Like shout out to Sugar House Barbecue. They're one of the best wings I've ever had in my life. But
There's
Wingstop
some good wings.
for a chain, for a guy who drives around a lot, and they got them everywhere in Utah now. For a guy who listens to Rick Ross, Wingstop is where it's at, man. I love me some Wingstop.
What you
No
order
lie.
that on? Like DoorDash? What
Wingstop app. Download it in the App Store. One of the things I like about them is their ordering process is the easiest I've ever experienced.
Really?
And there's one about 15 minutes away from my work. And it takes about 15 minutes for my order to get ready. And so when I leave for lunch, I walk out to the truck. And as I'm walking out, I place my order. Head over there. Shit's ready. I grab it. Head back to work. It's the most convenient thing in the world.
I
Or
love how
sometimes I
like
hide
straight
behind
licking
the
the
Target.
fingers, hyping up this
dude, it's so
Wingstop.
good. Shout out to the Blazed and Glazed, dude. I wanted to.
What's the
highlight
flavor?
it.
Give us the deets. What's the flavor? Give us the deets.
I don't know if I'm any kind of like flavor connoisseur.
You got a
But it's
palate.
got some
we all got
spice.
palates.
It's got some
Okay.
cayenne.
It's got a little blaze.
It's got a little barbecue, like a hickory barbecue hot sauce. Like if I had to put something on it, it would be like a Mike's Hot Honey, hickory barbecue, and Frank's. If I was trying to replicate it
Like
from
that,
my
you-
kitchen, that's what I would use.
Yeah. Like if you were gonna do, I see what you're saying. Ooh,
So yeah,
let's see.
that's
Here we
delicious.
go.
That's great. It makes me need beer number 2 though.
Oh man, this Wingstop location, Ken's got a 3.5 near me. I'm not ordering Wingstop from this location. I'm sure yours might be a little better, but the one closest to me
Yo, look,
clearly
not every
says you ain't fucking
there's
with
been
Wingstop.
a few times where I've gotten Wingstop and it hasn't been top notch. It's true. It's a chain.
No, I got hit with that.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's a chain. It's a chain. But I'll tell you.
So let me
check
ask
the
you something.
reviews. You check the reviews, and you can learn some things. But also remember, that reviewers often only review when
The
it's
negative.
bad. So
Absolutely.
give it a try yourself and choose for yourself. That's my only advice.
So my counter to that is that when your product is so good that you have to call it out. You know what I mean? Like when you look up a restaurant, you're like, oh fuck, 1,000 reviews out of 4.7. You're like, that this food is gonna be good. There is
That's
a
true.
small
That's a
percentage
good
of
point.
people who think
smart.
that this is bad.
You're smart
Like-
to look at the amount of reviews. And
Yeah, like,
consider
it's all
that
about
in
volume.
Validity. Yeah, because
Yeah.
if it's got 5 reviews and they're all bad, then who knows?
Then you're like, oh, are they brand new? Do they not
1,000
know what
reviews
they're
and they're-
doing?
All bad. You're like, okay,
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Kenny, let me ask you something.
please.
Would you be so like, for an example, that happened to us the other day. We swung in, wanted a little treat, a little fried mozzarella stick from the Arby's, and they came out. They weren't what they could have been, right? And so, like, as somebody who likes to consume delicious food, a connoisseur of dining establishments, are you willing to sacrifice your time for freshness?
No, if I get something, it's a gamble, right? Anytime that you're having food that other people prepare, it's a gamble because you don't know what goes into that. And if they care, if they give it enough time. Domino's is a good example for me where sometimes it's not good.
What's happening? Yeah.
Sometimes it's perfect. And so you go and you give it a shot. But am I a person that gets not top-notch fries and pulls back around and goes in and asks for a new batch? No. I just chalk it up as a loss. I don't eat the whole bucket because I probably don't need that shit anyways. And I hope I get a top-notch batch next time. And you know what? I usually do. That's me. What are you? I'm interested. Do you seem like a guy that might skew? Yo, give me some fries that are actually cooked, motherfuckers. Sorry.
So it does depend. It does depend on the mood, right?
Sure.
So typically, I am not somebody who will say something, but in dire situation, like I'll give you an example. Okay, when like me and Devery first started hanging out, right? The first time we hung out, she probably thought I was fucking crazy because like I went to a Beto's. We went to a Beto's.
Beto's?
And I was hungover as fuck.
Oh, boy.
Right? Like we had a drink. You know what it's like in the beginning of those relationships. You getting to know each other, you hanging out late nights, drinking, waking up the next day being like, waking up the next day being like, I need some grease to fucking curb this tummy ache. And so we go to Beto's, which is, for our listeners, a delicious, dirty little Mexican restaurant in Utah, known for late night munching, and a great, always open. So
85%
we go to
of the
one,
time, it's delicious.
and here's what we order. Okay. We order bacon egg burrito with guac.
Bacon breakfast burrito. Add guacamole.
Yep. And a California burrito.
California burrito. Standard menu items.
Yep. No, California, for our listeners, California burritos, if you know, they don't have guac on them.
Steak, potato, pico.
Yep. Typically French fry, but in Utah it is a potato. And so they put the guac on my burrito, and I'm not a massive guacamole fan. It's grown on me over the years, but at that time I was like, no, I don't want that on my burrito, and I'm not going to eat this burrito. But I didn't know they put guac on it until I got home. So when we got home, I was like, we got to go back to Beto's.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, I drive back to Beto's and I go, yo, the bacon egg burrito is supposed to have guac. There's supposed to be no guac on the California. So they do the burrito. I get the burrito. I get back in the car. Jeffrey's looking at me. I open the burrito. They put guac on both burritos now.
Nice.
So I gotta go back into Beto's. And I was like, yo, this California burrito doesn't need guacamole on it. So then they fry me up a fresh guacamole, I was about to say guacamole burrito, a fresh California burrito. And it was fire, by the way. Can't complain. I hope they didn't spit on it, but it was delicious.
If they did and it was delicious, who cares?
Yeah. And yeah, dude, it was that was like one of the first times we hang out. But like she knows I'll just accept shitty food. I'm like you, where I'm just like,
two things.
Next
One,
time.
I like it early in your relationship because it says, you know what, I'm gonna make sure this is right. And two, I admire your persistence there. I that's not me by any means.
That's
so
not my character either.
To do it twice, that's impressive. And I'm also pumped to hear that the third was fire because I'm not sure how I would react if I was burrito guy number one and you came back twice.
Well, it was your mistake, right? So like
that's true. I mean, I've done that.
At me.
I've been out to job sites 4 or 5 times sometimes for others' mistakes, my mistakes, whatever, my company's mistakes. So I totally get that. You do whatever you got to do to fix it, and it doesn't mean that you do a shitty job when you're trying to fix it because you do want to make it right.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, whoa, I admire your persistence, and to hear that it worked and was fire is great.
Yeah, it was delicious. You know, fresh. You know, I live like, oh, what do you? Oh, I see. Oh, do I see tie dye on that label? Do I see some tie? It's Arbor Day, bro. It's Arbor Day.
I got a good one here. 2 Row Brewing. Remember them from way back? 2 Row. Guy got a brewery. Now he's got 2 Row Brewing. Boom.
What's he? Midvale? Is that Midvale?
Midvale.
Yeah. Shout out.
I'm gonna reach out and see if I can get him on the pod. Actually, I'd love
get him on the pod. Come on the show.
A little bit more about his story, to be honest with you. But I got one from his brewer place. It's called Feeling Hazy.
Feeling hazy.
And it's also a double India Pale Ale.
Oh, well, good luck
hazy
today.
And this is
good luck
a bottle,
today.
So I'm gonna pop it with that, like this, just like it was quiet. That was weak, but
no, it sounds good to me.
There
was a couple episodes ago where you popped it and I heard no sound, right? At all. Go through the recording. Listen,
because it clipped.
That sound
because it was so loud.
Fucking loud.
It clipped. Yeah.
It was unbelievable. So Kenny, I'm gonna join you here.
You're ahead of me though. You can't join me. You're thirsty, dude.
Well, you know, I just thought like I kind of thought like, hey, if you get to, you know, that wing was a nice tasting to add to the episode. We're gonna shout out to Wingstop.
Number 2 beer?
Wingstop. Yeah, Wingstop. Shout out to Wingstop, sponsor of the show. Not sponsored, but this episode this episode of Two Homies Chatting has been presented to you by Kohl's, Wingstop, Haribo, and Albanese. Shout out to the sponsors. And shout out to Widmer Bros too. But this isn't a Widmer Bros beer. I'm rocking some Hop Valley Brewing Co. Okay, let me just make sure I'm giving the right shout outs here. Straight out of Eugene.
Eugene, Oregon?
Yeah, you know how I do it, dude. I straight PM'd up. I went straight 50. I went 503. All right, I'm rocking 503 now.
I had to Google.
There ain't no more 702.
I had to Google the other day. I was like 50. Google 503 area code is now in my Google history. Thanks for that. But yeah, that's Portland. Eugene out of the 503.
Yeah.
What's it called?
This is this right here. It's a little hazy IPA, right? With some cryo hops.
Cryo hop.
But
bro.
but what I like about this is not only the artwork, but like, on this great Arbor Day, we all have a stash, and you got to protect your stash sometimes like a panda. So I recommend Hops Valley Stash Panda.
Stash Panda. Oh, I love that. Is that got grapefruit in it?
Yeah, dude, I was about to just give you a little read here. It says Stash Panda Hazy IPA features Citra, cryo hops, and hefty helping of grapefruit peel, giving this bright, hazy tropical ale an unmasked citrus flavor and aroma. Ale brewed with grapefruit peel. Alcohol 6.5 by volume 50 IBU.
That sounds delicious. Grapefruit, actually, in an IPA is delicious. I've had it once before. I don't remember where, but it had an imprint on me because I was like, grapefruit in beer? What? And then I was like, oh, damn, that's delicious. So I'm excited to hear what you think about that.
I've been drinking a little quicker because I want to get to my last beer. Because
you got a best for last?
It's when we sunset off into this episode, Ken, I just want you to know that
what?
I'm bringing some heat. Okay, I'm bringing some heat, and I'm bringing a nice little bit of something that represents Arbor Day very well.
I'm proud of you.
Ooh,
and you always bring your A game, and I really appreciate that in you.
I don't know if as everybody listens to these episodes, and we've kind of pivoted, like Kenny said at the beginning of this episode, we've kind of pivoted to this beer tasting, experiencing.
It suits us. We're beer guys.
Yeah, like I like giving my dollars that I earn to local establishments as much as possible. I'd rather I'm not a corporate chain as much of a person. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but I do try as much as possible for Oregon-owned businesses. And to highlight, these beers are fantastic. And when they taste great, like this Stash Panda we're about to taste right now, that might be one of the smoothest.
Is it bright? Would you use bright in your descriptors?
I would use like, whoa,
Arbor Day,
righteous.
All right, just so that I'm not a liar and I'm on the same level as you, I am emptying this IPA out. This feeling hazy.
Feel good, feeling hazy.
That's an empty. You got a camera.
I love tie-dye I love the tie-dye, by the way. Shout out to Ro. Shout out. Come on the show, bro. Great.
What was his name? Brian or Bruce or Gary? Or I looked it up. I don't remember it.
Brutus. Shout out to Brutus.
How is old Brew Boy?
Kenny just crushed that. Kenny, Brew's good, dude. But I will say, man, now when I say this, I'm being a bit dramatic, of course. But like you just, shit. But he he just keeps slowing down a little bit more, and it's like, damn, it's like, damn. So, but he's good, man. He's seasoned. He's very well. He's a veteran in the game of dog, in the life.
Same.
He's good, man. But he's definitely, he's had good times. That's for sure. Like living in. Oh, did you just flip that and it like landed or something like that?
I almost dropped a glass.
Oh, yeah, nice. Oh shit, yeah. I was like, but he's good, bro. He's just chilling.
It's good.
Just chilling.
Love old Brutus.
Yeah.
Hank's over here. Old pup with the young pup. They just chilling. I could get you a little bit there.
Yo, shout out to Hank's teaching Marley right. I definitely would like to add to I'd like to get maybe another pup. I think if I did, I might. I don't know if I,
as your friend,
I might
and colleague.
Yeah.
Now is the time. I love you. Now is the time.
Yeah, like I think like Riley was like 13 when him and Brew got together, and Brew, his longevity. I mean, he's healthy.
He's healthy.
He's got like
5, 6, 7, 8 years left, maybe. But give him
how it is.
A pup with him, like get him, because Here's what I've noticed already: is Marley is learning some of Hank's tendencies and mannerisms, and I know that when my buddy boy has to go away, I'm gonna look at those tendencies, and they're gonna mean a lot to me. And I think that's a good point. That's a good. Shout out to the homie Chris Gorney. He taught me that, or showed me that. I didn't understand it when he showed me, and then now, during this transition with the pup here, I understand. And I was thinking about it the other day. Shout out to Gornzilla, miss you, homie.
Gornzilla, yo, straight up, yo. I hear he's got I hear he said you got a little Gorney now, right? He's got Gorney's got a little, and he was like, we were texting one day. He was like, yo, it's just check out Walker. I was like, Walker, Texas Gorney? What? Like, he's freaking dude. That's
coolest.
Of course,
ever.
Chris Gorney. Yeah, I mean,
I gotta holler at him if he's got a little Gorney. I gotta holler at him. I also,
you gotta start getting the co-ed mix. Ainge, Gorney, Richards.
Yeah, get all the kids together. I built the playground.
But start building the volleyball squad. Start building the co-ed sixes team. What are we doing?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all need to just move to the Pacific Northwest anyway.
You like Montana, you got solar. Right? Montana? Dude, is that Pacific Northwest? What is that? Midwest still?
First, I would call. No. So technically, no.
Montana is like Idaho.
But Montana does have P&W vibes on the west side of Montana.
It does, right?
Like western Montana is sick.
The
Glacier.
There's a hip town up on that side. Twin Falls? No, it's the other one. Pocatello?
Helena? But no, that's Idaho. Pocatello's in Idaho. Helena?
Idaho?
I don't know.
What is Idaho?
Idaho?
So, Big Sky Brewing Company out of Montana, USA.
Shout out. Big Sky Country.
Has my third beer of the night. And I, to be honest with you, I was in the store and I was hugging a bunch of stuff and I had another beer on there. I don't remember what it was. So shout out to that company, whatever it was. But
shout out to that miscellaneous beer.
When I saw this, that went back on the shelf. And this went on the top of my pile from Big Sky. I got Space Goat.
Space Goat.
They put
what a sick logo.
In an astronaut suit, dude. It's Space Goat.
What a sick logo.
That's what I'm
saying.
Yo,
I love Montana, dude. It's that's a beautiful area of the United States.
I don't know, like there's a fine line. Like you got to live up to your artwork, right?
Ooh, the crack was good.
The crack was good.
Better than the Colorado Kraken.
Ass cracking.
Shout out to the NBA USA.
Yeah, shout out.
What up, Vinny?
So, let's take a minute here. Third quarter. It's third quarter of the game here.
Is it third quarter? Yeah, I'm like halfway.
You're in the lead. Quarter. You're in the lead. You got a 10-point lead in the third.
Probably 12.
Let's talk about some NBA playoffs a little bit. Like we like
sports.
Bro,
let's go
stuff.
Celtics.
I like beer, I like wings, and I like sports. If you like those things, you'll like this pod.
This is we're not Buffalo Wild Wings, by the way. When Kenny said that was he likes beer. Dot.
I don't even like.
He likes wings.
I'm not a Buffalo Wild. I'm a Wingstop
and he likes.
Guy.
Yeah, B-dubs. You lost your luster. All right.
Guy.
Yeah. Kenny's a Wingstop guy. He's
I
a
am.
Wingstop
It's a
guy.
thing. They laugh at me at work, and my wife teases me. And shout out to my wife. I love you, babe.
That's a
But
standard.
she teases me. I eat it a lot, like a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah, well,
I
you
get
are.
veggie sticks instead of fries.
What you get?
I'm
You get them
36
carrots, celery.
now, so
Oh,
maybe stop eating as much French fries is one of the thoughts in my mind.
I can eat more chicken. I mean, it is just chicken,
is
especially
chicken. It's fried
if you-
and shit. But if I
if
eat
you're
it with a
eating
veggie
more
stick,
bone in,
it's
you're fine.
balance.
Yeah.
Balance is key.
And you're ordering bone in. Bone in is better
Oh, I
for
order-
you
I order both,
than
but
boneless.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
to you.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie to
You
you,
bougie.
or our listeners. I'm a seem more like a boneless guy. That's that.
He doesn't
progressive
discriminate on chicken wings.
No, bone in
man.
is always better. But I will say, most of the time when I'm on the run or going back to work, I can't fuck with messy fingers and face. So I go.
So you got to go
boneless.
boneless, yeah.
But I do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. So there is 3 flavors at Wingstop. If you're ordering Wingstop for the first time, here's Two Line Ken's Wingstop Rub recommendation.
Ooh wee!
If you're a spicy guy like me and you like to have your mouth lit on fire,
Ooh,
but
tell the listeners.
you enjoy flavor, then the number 1 Wingstop rub is mango habanero. Boom, all day. Boom. That's a juicy wing, boneless or bone in. It's going to be delicious, right?
Says straight fire.
Number 2 for me is the Louisiana rub.
Ooh,
It's a dry
down
rub.
in the bayou.
It's a dry rub, so if you get it boneless, you're just ordering chicken nuggets. Don't lie to anybody.
Yo, you don't like that boneless? You don't like
I
that
do.
boneless chicken
That's what I
nugget?
usually get. I get boneless both mango habanero.
I do like dry rub.
and-
Dry rub is nice.
And they do another good dry rub that I alternate with the Louisiana rub, which is the lemon pepper rub. Couple
Oh,
of
you
times,
fuck with that lemon pepper, dog?
West Valley Wingstop, couple of times. The lemon pepper rub has been a little too on the salty side. Just a little feedback from your boy. A little bit more citrus would balance it out. But there's
Can
also been
I-
a few
can-
times when it's been perfect. And you dip that shit in ranch after the mango habanero, and you're good to go.
I'm not trying to say this, Kenny. And listeners, don't add us if this comes across a certain way, but you are
At us, 2 homies chatting,
Shit.
the podcast THC.
you're shouting out a West Valley Wingstop where the demographic prefers more salt. So
Salt Lake City, I mean.
Salt Lake City, dog. I'm just saying, like probably
Yo, whenever they're like
in
homicide
defense
in
of that
Utah,
way.
it's always in West Valley.
In defense of West Valley, Utah, you're like, or that West Valley, Wingstop. Like, can you just go to a Midvale Wingstop? Go to a
opened one in
a
Traverse.
Wingstop and Draper.
This
Like,
the
it's
Wingstop I
like,
got tonight is from Lee off a
Yeah.
Digital Drive in Traverse Mountain, and I gotta say, my first experience with that Wingstop was not good, but it was not their fault. I think Adobe ordered 500 wings minutes
fuck
before
that.
I placed my order. And so I
So you
waited
didn't-
for 40 minutes while I was in a rush. It was an awful
Yeah.
experience. Not their fault.
yeah.
Just
That happened
universal
at a
timing.
Village Baker one time. Yeah, I
Universal
feel you.
timing here. That's probably on me. I probably
Mm-hmm.
should have went to the West Valley one where I usually go. But anyways,
Like Devery says sometimes, she goes,
I wanted to eat while I drive up.
She
I
goes,
wanted to eat while
"I
I drive
can't-
instead of at work.
she'll go, I can't believe this many people had the same idea as us right now. That's
Right?
that's how she looks
Sometimes
at it.
it's like
Like
that. It's like that.
you
have
go to the
wait.
grocery store and
Bad
it's like
timing.
packed. You're like,
Yeah.
yo, I can't believe this many people had the same fucking idea.
Really?
That you want to look at like a
Really?
small world perspective. You're sitting in the drive-through of a fucking Wendy's and it's stacked. That's how many people were craving fucking Wendy's. Too.
Really?
All right.
Everybody else wants to shop at the PGA Tour Superstore for putters right now. It's 1:30 on a Tuesday. Why are you here? This is supposed to be solo.
Because the Masters has got everybody jonesing now.
Nobody else should be here. I should be able to touch all the putters. And there's 30 people here. Go away.
I will say, shout out to the 2021 Ryder Cup team, who's won back-to-back tournaments.
That's true.
With Scotty Scheffler winning the Masters and Jordan Spieth winning this past week in the RBC.
Dude,
this
is
so good.
One of those
but
guys.
Wait,
previously
hold on. Didn't we say?
Go ahead. You please go ahead. But didn't we say?
I was like, didn't we say we were going to talk about basketball?
And we haven't even talked about it at all. Anyways,
I'm wearing a Jaylen Brown jersey right now,
dude. Spieth he's a wild card, and you put him on your team if you're playing match play because of what you get when he's on, and
yeah.
And when you're playing in a team environment, what you get when he's off is okay. It's okay. Doesn't have to carry the team. But if he's fire, then he carries the team. That's what I say about Spieth, brah.
I like Jordan Spieth. I'm a huge fan. I like the PGA Tour in general, though. But speaking of the NBA,
I miss Phil Mickelson.
Shout out to give it time. Time heals all wounds.
I know, but I miss him. I'm not gonna lie, I miss him.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You got to look at it like I don't know. I don't know the deets.
I don't either. I didn't even. I thought about looking it up, but I didn't even want to know.
I don't know the deets.
I like
so
Phil
I don't.
Mickelson a lot.
Yeah,
and I don't need to know what he said when he was having a moment. Anyways, I want to talk match. Let's talk match. We didn't advertise this. We haven't spoken about this, but they just announced.
You talking Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers versus
Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Are you
first
watching
question.
even? Do you even care?
Yes, 100%. The content alone.
I don't even care. I won't even watch. No. Why would I want to watch? I just go down to the street and watch some fucking guys play golf. That's not what they do.
What? It's not the thing that you have to first.
There's no golfers there. Where are the golfers? This is an all football lineup. I don't care.
You're right.
I don't care.
You're right.
I don't care. If there was those 4 guys and 4 PGA Tour golfers, I'm interested.
I get what you're saying too.
But
I get what you're saying too.
They're football players. I don't fucking care. It's cute when they play with good golfers. It's not cool to watch a bunch of fucking football guys play golf. They're probably all really great. They said that Josh Allen had, I think it was, somebody had one of the 2 AFC guys had the worst of the handicaps, but they're pretty good. They're all better than me for sure.
Well, yeah, because they're rich. They're rich. They can play golf every day.
They're highly trained athletes, so they can have flexibility and shit. I can't even touch my fucking toes.
I think it might help that Tom Brady is like the creator of, or like the executive producer of the match. Like he's one. So like,
I wish Peyton was there. He was so great.
My first. Well, they haven't announced who's narrating or like
if it's Peyton Manning, then I'm good with that. That saves it for me, and I'm watching.
That shit would be
the Manning brothers. If Eli and Peyton are there,
that shit would be funny. That shit would be legit fun. Like, yo, let's not shout out to Eli Manning giving double birds.
I love Eli, dude. I'm an Eli
I like
guy.
Kyrie Irving pulling. I'm gonna call it Kyrie Irving pulling an Eli Manning.
I like that.
I will say, Ken, like, my first question is, why is Tom Brady shirtless on the golf course? What are you doing posting that Josh Allen thing? And
that
you're
was
like,
funny. That was funny, but that
I'm like, why are you shirtless on the golf course?
That was probably a family photo that they have that they laugh at and that they like of and he was like, all right.
And he was vulnerable.
And we'll do it for the moment because it's such a funny get. And it's the start of the trash talk to sell the ratings. So
it's all content.
That's all content, and he pulled that from the photo album. Is my assumption. Also,
and
this I think it's from like
this
10
match
years ago because he's not as handsome then as he is now.
Yeah,
just saying. It's dad bod on the golf course. It is not the Tom Brady we know now. Avocado.
It's not TB12. It's not
TB12 Brady, and that was the first thing I noticed. I'll admit.
That means Kenny noticed the man boob.
I know
feature.
Tom Brady's body. I know his body.
Sorry, Tom. You left me for Tampa, so you're getting this fun. Fuck you. I love you. I'm sorry. Fuck you. I'm sorry.
Speaking of content,
shit.
that was gold. Is it fourth quarter?
I will say though, the key to that match is the mic'd up. The mic'd up shit is going to be so good. Plus,
AFC,
the last
NFC,
match was just
that. Isn't it essentially last year's playoff quarterbacks?
I think
AFC and NFC championship. No, Bills got bounced
2 years ago.
2
years ago.
So I like that. I like it's like, oh, we did it on the football field. Now let's do it on the links. They're only playing 12 holes.
Yeah, that's what Brooks and
I like that.
Bryson did.
I like that because
it's
less about
it's
the
speed.
golf and more about the
more
content.
about the chatting.
Cutting 6 holes gives you an hour extra of the chatting, and I hope that's how they look at it. Fourth quarter, fourth beer.
Kenny.
Yeah.
I came with a hammer here.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
A 9-pound hammer.
Wait, should I go first? Is this so good?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Wait. All right.
Yo,
all right.
We're gonna crack open these beers and actually talk about how my Celtics are straight up dominating right now. Dominating.
But mine comes with a theme song.
Oh, then let me go.
Go.
Let me go first. Okay. Yours comes with a theme song? Fuck yeah. You got walk-up music now?
I got walk-up. I wanted to come with walk-up music this time.
Okay. Kenny, in honor of this great Arbor Day.
I love Arbor Day, dude. It's my new favorite holiday.
Shout out to Corvallis. Okay. Home, if any of our listeners know, home of Oregon State. Shout out to my lady. She's now hanging out with Ben. She's a Benny the Beaver. She's Benny the Beaver. Oregon State here, Corvallis, Oregon. Okay, this is the Hop Experience Ale. That's not the name of the beer though. That's just the type of it. I don't know if listeners, if you have some familiarity with the Hop Experience Ale style, email us at twohomieschatting@gmail.com or the podcast thc@gmail.com.
Podcast THC.
Follow us, subscribe to our podcast. Shout out Podbean, Zencaster. Always, we appreciate everybody. But this year, in honor of such a great holiday like today, Ken, Block 15 Brewing Company brewed fresh, canned fresh. Best before yesterday is the theme of
I love it. It goes so well with me.
Sticky hands.
Sticky hands. Look at those hops.
Hands. Look at those
Block 15.
nugs.
Those nugs. Those hop nugs. I love
Tell
it. That's
me
a
that
new one.
doesn't.
That's a new one
That
for the
doesn't
show.
fit.
Block 15 is a new brewery.
Yeah. I came across it. I was checking out the Tall Boys, and here I'm gonna read this real quick before you start
Please,
kicking up
give us
some
the
walk
read
up
off.
moves. Right. So sticky hands, and if anybody knows, Arbor Day is all about the sticky icky. My eyes don't work as well as they used to in the Fontainebleau Lave. Offering a luscious blend of flavor and drinkability, this hop experience ale features ample additions of sticky, lupulin-packed hops grown in the Pacific Northwest. The result is an aromatic blast of citrus tropical fruit and dank herb that transitions into resinous hop flavor and delightfully balanced finish. Freshy fresh. This beer was canned and delivered super fresh through our self-distribution program, which is designed around cold storage and weekly delivery, ensuring that every can of Sticky Hands contains a vibrant hop experience. Unfiltered craft beer, hop resin, and yeast may settle at the bottom of the can. It's natural.
It's natural. That was a great read, dude. That was a great read. I loved it. Sticky Hands from Block. I loved it. That was great. That's delicious. Did you pour it already?
Yeah. Look at that sticky dog.
Oh, it's so golden. It's more golden than I thought. It's amber golden.
In this light, it looks green.
Oh, yeah.
Like Celtic green. What up?
Celtic green.
Kenny, give me your. Oh, so smooth. That's 8%. No way.
Back in the day. From Melvin out of Alpine, Wyoming.
Oh, shout out to the
Back into Haze.
Oh,
Back into Haze. Things have changed on this side. Remember they used to thump, but now they blast, right?
Yo, shout out to not only Wyoming for coming out with that hazy deliciousness.
I was impressed to see it.
I love that you just threw that Notorious in there with your
I had to.
just straight up. Oh, that sounded so. I had me vibing. I was like, oh shit.
I felt it a little bit. I should probably walk that off. That's great. But this is Melvin Brew Co, man. Shout out.
We just shout out to Melvin.
Delicious.
Melvin just let's I'm gonna do this right here, Kenny.
That's a Dr. Dre sample,
You should just turn that back on for a second. Just finish the vibe for a second. Yeah, like they're like, people are listening to this, they're like, yo,
we could just turn it on if we wanted to listen to Biggie. Like
these kids, these dudes over here, what are they doing?
It's Arbor Day.
Feeling it.
It's Arbor Day. We're just feeling the Arbor Day. All about it. I just love trees and the earth. I just love trees.
I think.
This beer's
delicious. I wish we could have got more Biggie. I wish we could have got more Biggie.
Yeah,
but
he would have gotten just better. I think. Him and
real quick,
Pac,
Kenny.
Both would have just gotten better.
All right, real fast, okay?
Yeah.
Because
right.
we've been Oh, Kenny sunset. My man is sunset these days. Shit.
You set a goal, and we approaching that.
Yo, yeah. Okay, we got a little time left. Kenny's right. Before we sunset off. By the way, shout out to the Sticky Hands,
dude. That Block 15, them nugs.
Yo, that gets sticky on Arbor Day. It does. So. Kenny, right now, I know you're probably uneasy as a Jazz fan. I'm feeling real good as a Celtics fan right now. Okay? The Sixers fans are feeling way over amped. They think they're probably better than what they are. They're going to get Arizona Cardinaled. They are who we thought they were. What do we got? I don't know the score.
Is Joel Embiid who you think he is?
I would say this, dude. I think Joel Embiid is good.
He's pretty good.
I think it's a damn shame Jason Tatum is not in the MVP conversation.
I agree with you on the Tatum and the Embiid, and both of them are better than people give him credit for. Whenever I watch Joel Embiid play, I'm like, whoa. You're like, whoa. That's his
he game-winning shot tonight,
taking over early level LeBron level.
They say he's unstoppable. So
I'm sure I couldn't stop him. I'm certain of that.
no, those guys are way too physical.
Holy moly! But
I
will
couldn't
say,
stop Brian Scalabrine.
I will say that I don't know, man. Philly would be a tough place to play. It seems like they can't figure it out, man. It seems like they can't figure that shit out. And so, like, while we say this, like, I think he should be the MVP, personally, Joel Embiid.
I think he will be.
They can't figure it out, and they won't make it out of this series. Like, it's crazy. But
yeah, like they'll
the Celtics are really good, and Marcus Smart is one of the more underrated players in the NBA. I'll straight up say that.
No,
what he brings
got
to,
that defensive player of the year,
energy,
bro.
At the energy level, the difference from when he's on and off the court is weird. It's weird how noticeable it is, and nobody talks about it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great right now.
When he's on the
Celtics
court.
are vibing.
Yeah.
By the way, Celtics were down.
In the West going out changes things. And
that does.
Doncic
Pels,
not playing.
CJ McCollum is killing it.
Pelicans
CJ
look
McCollum.
good. Brandon Ingram was like thin man killing people the other night. I think he set some records or something. And they don't even have Zion Williamson, who is probably the most overrated player in the NBA.
Facts.
Weak sauce. Z-Dub. Yo, Z-Dub.
What a great.
Call me and come on the show when you actually do something, Z-Dub. Besides blow out a night shoe or whatever it was.
Yeah, you know, when like your best highlights were from when you were in high school.
It's not cool, man. It's
like,
not a good
come
look.
on, bro.
It's not a good look.
Come on, bro.
He did have that 360 dunking warm-ups, and I thought to myself, yo, if he's 360 dunking in warm-ups, why ain't he playing in the playoffs?
Well, they said that like when I was watching the game the other night, they said that if he that like he could return in the playoffs. There could be a possibility later. Well, just like later on in the if like the Pelicans get out of this series with Phoenix and they miraculously beat Phoenix, right? Like, okay, so then Pelicans are in the second round. All right. Pelicans get out of the second round. Now you're in the Western Conference Finals. I bet you Zion Williamson's coming back. I bet you they're like, yo, you coming off the bench, homeboy.
And they won't be that good.
Well, that's why I'm like, you coming off the bench. Steph Curry came off the bench the first 2 games of the series and because of his little ankle injury. And the Warriors are over here looking like, holy shit.
They might mess around. Yo, they're scary. Yo, Steph Curry's
they
my
get
mom's
past the
favorite
Celtics.
Player. Shout out to Mama.
Mama Ange.
Number 2
What's
of
up,
the
Mama?
show.
Mama Ange.
Shout out. Love you. She's in the Carolinas right now at a work conference. Probably not listening to the pod, but if you are, I'm sorry for some of the things I've said, Mom. But she's my mom.
It's Arbor Day.
My mom's favorite player, and that is as justified as anything in the world. He's so good. And coming off the bench and just doing his job like he did the other night was proof of that. Boom.
Yeah, like just like
he's like, that's my job now. I'm gonna do that better than anybody else.
And like not only that, but like when you're a superstar and
not having hit your ego like that,
you immediately unreal.
It's good.
Like
I'm pumped on that.
I think I like the Warriors, right? Like I've spent money. I've gone to the Oracle.
Western Conference
I saw the
Finals.
Yeah, like I saw them
doubt.
before, you know. But like I don't know, dude. I don't know if anybody's getting past this Celtics defense. I'm sorry. I know I'm biased, but
I think that's
you're
because
up 17,
of Marcus Smart.
Yo, and it's not only that, but like
that defense.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and we don't even have our best defender down in the post. Robert Williams is coming back after a meniscus tear, and he'll be back at the end of the series once we sweep the Nets because they ain't doing shit right now. When you need
the Nets
you
are
need
what we
the certain
thought
people
were.
to go.
They
off.
are what we thought they were.
Ooh, get them, Ken. But let me ask you something, Ken. You know, before we sunset off, how you feeling about your Jazz?
Let's talk about my Utah Jazz. Let's talk about that quarter note.
1-1. Brunson
1-1.
goes off. Gives you
the
the Brunson.
It's the 4-5, right? So essentially it's the most evenly.
It's a toss-up.
matched of
It's
the
coin flip.
matchup. It's the toss-up.
Yeah.
And it was a toss-up in the regular season. The home team winning each game. So for the Jazz to start out and win game one and go to Dallas and win
Get the home
and
court.
then come home,
Get the home court.
if they can win these 2 games and go back to Dallas 3-1, I think that the Jazz mess around and have a chance. I think that they have a lot of potential to go far, but I think they're missing edge. I don't think they have any edge. I don't think they have any.
They don't have enough.
They don't have
fucker
any
in them.
Marcus Smart. They don't have any of that. They don't have that. Everybody's pretty good, but there's not like the glue or the fluid or the attitude or the heart. And if they can find that somehow, then I think they could mess around and go play Golden State
like
for a chance to go to the championship. But if they don't, then I don't know. Then we'll see.
You guys
back
need
next
like
year.
here. I'll give you I'll give a couple players some shout outs. Like you called out. You got a Marcus Smart, right? Warriors got similar players. Warriors got Draymond Green. Okay.
Yeah.
New Orleans got that Jose Alvarado,
Right.
Who worked his ass off, got
What
himself
was
a nice contract.
what was the Cleveland guy that is still playing somewhere, but during that finals run when they won that championship, the D guy starts with the last name starts with the D, the guard. And he was that guy.
Oh,
for that
yeah.
run.
Yeah, that like he's like Serbian guy, right?
Yeah.
Like
Him.
short little. Yeah. I can't think of his name, but like Patrick Beverly
Patrick Beverly's good.
on the Timberwolves. Like if the
need
Jazz
that.
had a Patrick Beverly,
You have to
you know,
have it, and we don't.
you gotta have a little fucker in them.
That
You gotta have a little fucker in you.
and I look like I love my Utah Jazz. That's the team I've been a fan of probably the longest actively. I played junior Jazz basketball. Like I went to the game when John Stockton broke the assist record. They gave me a certificate at the end of the game.
Ooh.
Like I was 7. Like it was like a big deal. Like this. So I listened to all these things, and everybody's talking. They need a wing defender. They need this. What they need is a Marcus.
You need
Smart.
lump.
They need some attitude. They need a Robert Ory.
Yeah.
They need
well,
they need
Big Shot Rob. You want a Big Shot Rob?
The one, the MVP. This is awful. We've been drinking
Andre
beer. Shout
Iguodala.
out. Iguodala. They need that, and they don't have it.
Yeah.
It could be Royce O'Neal. It should be Jordan Clarkson, but it's not. But I love you, Jordan Clarkson. Donovan
Agent
Mitchell
00.
he's really good, and I hope that he stays in Utah. And same with Rudy Gobert. He's a freak.
Yo,
and I mean
Utah's
that-
a vibe.
and I mean that with love and respect, like freak of athletic nature, like Rudy. Shout out, yo! I supplied the parts for the solar on your house. Hello.
Oh shit, Gobert. Go solar. What Kenny?
But
Yo,
they're good. They're good, and I am such a Mike Conley fan. That maybe like there's a chance, but the road is tough with a healthy Phoenix and Golden State out there.
Well, right now, Devin Booker with that hamstring injury
is out. Yeah. What does that mean?
Chris
I don't
Paul
know.
ain't known to be healthy in the playoffs for very
Yeah,
long.
yo,
so
who was it
it'll be
today?
interesting.
God, my boy on the drive with Spence Checkets every day from 2 to 6. I listen to Utah ESPN 700 radio. Spence Checkets. He's our people. If he wasn't so above us in this world, I'd say come on the show, but you don't have time for that. It's cool. I understand.
Yeah.
But I listen to you every day, and he was saying
Low budget.
Yeah, he was saying some shit that I can't remember what we were just talking about because it's Arbor Day. So,
But you know what, Kenny?
I like Spence Checkets'
This is-
show. He speaks the truth, and I don't
Shout out
always
to
agree,
Spence
but
Checkets.
He speaks it.
He's like, I don't always agree, but I haven't been into.
I don't have to agree. He speaks it. He's of our generation.
true. dude, I'm so glad that we got to have ourselves a wonderful holiday extravaganza. You know, if anybody's out there, did we what?
Did we even talk about anything? I don't even know. I love it.
We talked about so much. Let me tell you something.
About?
All
what
right.
did you learn today?
What did I learn, Ken? I learned. Well, we'll have to go back and watch the film. All right. No. Shout out to Malcolm Butler coming back to New England. That takes a lot of balls. I appreciate you, brother.
That's bold.
But like,
shout out to Denzel Ward, $100 million. Boom.
Yo, fat ass contract. Boom. Yo, shout out to Baker Mayfield not showing up. N'Keal Harry not showing up. That'll be great for you, N'Keal. By the way, it doesn't help when you've sucked for 4 years to not show up. That does nothing for you at all. So, but yeah,
next.
Shout out to
OTAs draft next week.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Are you ready for a draft episode, Ken? Are you ready? Are we going to do a draft episode?
That's next week. We should do it.
Yeah, let's
Thursday
do draft
after
episode.
round 1.
Should we do it during the draft? I think we should do it during the draft.
Yeah, we should. You're right.
Yeah. I think we should try to do it during the draft.
During the first pick, at least. The first 10 picks, at least.
Yeah, because the draft takes like the first round's like
it's
2.5
like 5
hours.
fucking hours, bro.
It takes like fucking.
I don't have 5 hours of
hours
content, so
this is the thing that pisses me off too. It's like, oh, the Detroit Lions are up. Like, motherfuckers, you know you're gonna pick.
Just
you got
pick
the first
whatever.
fucking pick.
It doesn't matter.
What are you doing?
Pick whoever.
Like,
it doesn't
literally,
matter. The punter.
put the
from
pick
Purdue.
in.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, like just fucking put it in. Like, let's go. Stop dicking around.
Go.
I don't
Shut
want to
up,
see
Adam
on
Schefter.
bleed.
I fucking hate you.
Oh, amen, dude. Amen to Adam Schefter. You know the thing about Adam Schefter?
Yo,
is
Adam
like,
Schefter, don't
bro,
come on the
just
show.
stop. Yo, yeah, just stop, bro. Like, take a week off.
Take
Take a beat downtown.
Take a step.
Take a beat downtown.
Just do something else for a week. Play golf. Oh, God damn.
Hold on, Kenny, real quick before we really sunset off. I've been wanting to share this story, but real fast, okay? One, I want every listener to know that the Two Homies Chatting podcast tried to keep this under an hour and a half, and we might not.
Oh yeah, we're doing a podcast.
Let me tell you something, Kenny. It's very important to have a firefighter on speed dial.
Always.
Okay.
Number 1.
And
They can do it all.
here's what happened. Okay. All of a sudden, my carbon monoxide detector starts going off.
Oh no. That's worse than
no.
your smoke alarm.
Yeah, because you can't smell carbon monoxide.
No. And it can
Right?
kill you.
Death. Fatal.
Kills you. Death.
So
And final episode.
when you Google what happens when the carbon monoxide detector
don't.
goes off, it says, first thing, open all the windows. Open all the windows.
Was that
Okay.
the first thing
Now,
you did was Google it, by the way? Just really quick. Don't lose
Yeah.
track.
100%.
Alarm goes off first thing. What do you do when CO2 goes off?
100%.
Proud of you. That's awesome. Keep going.
Yeah. I also went up and just kept hitting reset, and it kept going off. And
You don't
just
reset a
so our,
CO2 alarm. You get the fuck out of
Yeah,
the house.
and just so our listeners know, I did use the oven for quite some time. Now, there's some details that will evolve later on in the story,
Great.
and this is why it's important to have a firefighter on speed dial. Now, if the listeners know who we are, most of us do. Shout out to the moms.
Love you, Mom.
Shout out to the wives. They know who we are.
Love you, moms.
But
Love you, wives.
the firefighter I have on speed dial is my dad. 42 years as a firefighter. I just call him. All right. Now, mind you, I live on the Pacific Ocean. He lives literally on the Atlantic Ocean. So this is going off at like 9:30 at night. I'm calling his line. He's not answering. Okay.
He's asleep.
Devery hits me with if you want him to answer, you know who to call. So I call Mo.
Right.
Mo answers first try. It's like 2 rings. Hello? Are you okay?
Yeah. Something's
like,
wrong.
Mom.
You're calling at midnight. Why are you calling? What's wrong?
Let me talk to Pops. Let me holla at Pops. So I started talking to him like, Dad, my carbon monoxide shit keeps going off. My windows are wide open. What do I got to do? Because I don't want to call 911. I'm like, I don't want a fire truck fucking cruising through my little cul-de-sac. Yeah. Oh, dude, he's like laughing. Yeah, he's like laughing.
You love
So-
because you're gonna be okay.
You know how Ed is. Everything's fucking sarcastic to that motherfucker. So we're like talking. I changed the battery to the carbon. So as our listeners, take some notes here because this is what to do when you're carbon monoxide before calling 911. What to do before calling 911. Before blasting your fucking neighborhood with a fire truck. So my carbon monoxide, I changed the batteries. Right now, I bought a 40-pack of AA's from Costco. I got batteries. Okay. Shout out to Costco. This show, Two Homies Chatting, presented to you by Costco.
They ain't
Kohl's.
no sponsor.
Yo, fuck you. You know, you just ain't ready. You just ain't ready to grow up. So I call Pops. I'm like, Dad, what do I do? So change the batteries, okay? The battery, he goes, change them again. So the first change didn't work, and the second change did. I go,
Okay.
That's a crate. I would have never thought to change my battery again. So if your car, change your battery first time, and if it keeps going off, change it one more time. Just change it one more time.
I wonder
Okay,
if there's
if
a
you
reset
have those
if
batteries.
you wait longer. Interesting. Just a
Yeah,
bad battery?
I don't know.
That's interesting. That's such a smart thing to know how to do before you call
This is-
911.
Before
Maybe
you
just
call
try some
911,
other batteries, especially
AKA
fucking Costco, where they fucking
Yeah.
suck and they give you shitty stuff and say that it's
this
good.
motherfucker. I got Duracell. I got the Duracell.
You got the Duracells that they can't believe they still sold. They test them shits when they come off the line. Just like when they test the wood for Gibson versus Epiphone guitars, they go, "Ooh, this is perfect. It will be a Gibson." Ooh, Epiphone. It's like, ooh, Duracell. Okay, Amazon. Duracell. Oh, Costco, Walmart.
I literally bought Duracell. They're not Kirkland, so
All right. Well, as long as they're not Kirkland,
yeah, no, they Duracell.
because that's just like
all
somebody like Sharpied over an Energizer sticker. It's Costco.
Don't get upset. Don't be pro V1. All right.
Do you know how many times a week people ask me if I even shop at Costco? And I have to say, no, I don't shop at Costco. Like 4 at least.
I know Costco is a little much in Utah, but damn, it's a great store. But let me continue. Okay.
Please, sorry. I didn't, my bad. Fucking Costco gets me every time.
Also, when I changed my batteries the first time, I was outside my house with the detector, and it kept going off. So where there's
First
no carbon
sign that-
monoxide.
Yeah, first sign, no CO2.
Okay, so that helps. So I changed the battery the second time. So then Pops is walking me through. So me and Pops hang up off the phone. Okay, he calls me back like 15 minutes later. Okay, now this is like almost 1 a.m. New Jersey. He's like, hey, let me ask you, do you have a gas water heater?
That's a
So,
good thought of him.
so I walk out. I was like, yeah, I think so. I walk out. No, I got electric water here. He was like, hey, you got a gas furnace? I was like, I think so. I mean, it kicks on like a gas furnace. Walk out. I got an electric furnace.
Electric, yeah.
My whole house is ran off electricity, so
yeah.
I can't fucking get carbon monoxide poisoning.
Why do you even
up
have
in
a
this
CO2
bitch.
alarm? Ain't no gas in your house, bro. Only gas is your
My
farts,
dad
bro.
literally asked the same question. He goes, why do you have a CO? And he goes, so then we hang up again. Calls the third time. And he goes, it's because you have a garage. It's like, if you left your car in the garage and it was running, your CO2 would go off. He's like, so it's because you have a garage is why you have a CO2 monitor. The whole time. I thought I was dying. Just needed new batteries. And it just ended up being, my whole house is electric. So, moral of the story is have a firefighter on speed dial. Ask questions. Inquire. As Ted Lasso says, be curious. That's the key. That's the key to not causing a scene in your neighborhood.
Yo, you there?
Yeah. Are
Hey,
you there?
Yeah, you froze like twice. It was awesome. I can't wait to hear the end of that story when I listen to the podcast. Because I missed the last, 45 seconds. I don't even know what you said on the third time.
Really?
What do you call
We
it?
froze for that long?
I don't even know. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, what I do is we'll wrap it all up. I gotta pee, and it's been an hour and a fucking half, and I don't know how we got this fucking far. I don't even know how we got this far.
My wings are getting
right.
cold.
Okay, well, listeners, hey, we appreciate y'all. We hope everybody's having a happy holiday, and by holiday, we mean Arbor Day. Wink. And shout out to the listeners. Yeah, go plant something. Yeah, go do it. Go do it. Shout out. Who we shouting out?
I don't know, man. You, dude. Shout out. Shout out to the homie Trace for putting this shit out all the time. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, anytime. I appreciate the listeners. Thanks for all the streams. Thanks for
2,000
let's go
downloads?
Celtics. Let's get that's a lot.
Milestone.
That's a lot.
Milestone.
I don't know that many people.
High five, bro.
High five, bro.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. Before we really sunset out, I kind of felt that high five. I don't know if you felt that high five. I know it was digital to the camera,
I felt
but
it.
I felt it.
I felt it from here. I don't know.
Felt the fish. I felt it. But hey, we appreciate everybody. Drive safe. Be safe. Take an Uber.
Buy local.
Buy local. Shout out to this podcast presented to you by Kohl's.
Love your
Costco.
wave painting, by the way.
Oh, thanks. This is the nails. The nails gave us this. This little organ. Sorry, let me take the golf kicks out of here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Where are you playing this weekend? Before we,
I don't know. I'm playing Friday. I'm
actually
playing
sunset.
Friday. I'm playing Friday.
Where?
And I can't tell if I might play. I like a course called Merriweather.
Yeah.
I'm down to play a course called Quail Valley because it's like 15 minutes away, but it's pretty popular because it's kind of like the only. It's in this area where it's kind of small town. But I'm also might play Wildwood, which I would love to play Wildwood. I played it once on my birthday last when I first moved here, and I shot at 82 there. It's fucking sick, dude.
Nice.
I literally loved it. Like
It was your course.
Like fog. Yeah, like St. Helens is out there. Like you're getting, it's pretty sick, dude. So like I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I got to do a couple of WORK things, that morning.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to swing a 4-iron while listening to a webinar, but it's chill.
Just don't. Just ask him to record it.
Yeah. I'll tune in because, I'll do some shit. But yeah, hey, we appreciate everybody listening to this shit. Shout out to the FLX Flex brand, Kohl's, for being the sponsor and the pants.
spilled wings on my
chatting podcast.
I spilled wings on my joggers, bro.
Yo, shout out to Wingstop. I hope that those Blaze and Glaze treat you nice, Ken.
So
I
good.
love you,
Shout
bro.
out to Two Rows and the two homies chatting.